Hey, I'm Daniel Pendley. I'm with you today here at Century 21 Wright Realty, and I'm excited to be a part of your team. We've actually just plugged in an in-house online program for all of you. All the tools, all of your goal setting, all your multimedia presentations, and all your scripting, all of these tools are being brought to you via your company. We want you to have this. This is a time-proven system that's proven to get anywhere from 1 to 4 deals a month. And we know this because we plug this in. We've helped companies just like this one, and this is an honor and a privilege to be a part of this. Take advantage of it simply by accepting the offer. The program is fully reimbursed, free to you when you make your commitment. We make our commitment to you. We want to help all of you to grow as an individual and as a company, and we're going to make this an exciting offer. All you have to do is say yes to the offer, and we will help you to grow just as we have hundreds and thousands of realtors all over the country. I can't wait to meet you in person. It also includes all of our live events that you'll be able to come to. This is a complete package given to you. Thank you, Century 21 Wright. Awesome. I look forward to it and seeing you at the top.
We are proud to announce that Daniel Pendley as our new online trainer. With daily online coaching, live events, and new sales and marketing tools and technology for all of us for 2013. Over the past years, Daniel has trained many top agents. Daniel Pendley is an internationally recognized speaker, sales trainer, and a licensed real estate agent. He has listed more than 1,000 properties and successfully listed 41 for sale by owner properties in 41 consecutive attempts. Daniel has been awarded the Realtor Top 1% designation and was nominated for Professional of the Year. Daniel is the leading edge in today's real estate industry as he has successfully trained over 500,000 agents in his sales and marketing system. Today's topic is, and I love it, shift happens. How to thrive, not just survive in 2013. Let's give a big welcome for Daniel Pendley.
How's everybody doing this morning?
Outstanding.
Awesome. Well, it's really good to be with you. I've been a realtor since 1977. I got my gold jacket and my name tag, back in the Midwest, and I've been selling real estate ever since, helping companies like yourself in the meantime and actually making a big difference. And I want to share this with you. It's an honor and a pleasure to be with you guys this morning because what we're about to present to you is gifts, tools, and things you could use all year long. We're plugging in an in-house online program to help you guys grow for the entire year and have your biggest year ever. Thank you to Jerry, Ruth, Wes, Val, all of them. Let's give them a big round of applause, would you please? So it's like Christmas today because I have a copy of the talk that I did for NAR called Shift Happens. So if you missed something today, you can put it in your car and listen to it again. I have 4 multimedia presentations for every one of you that will help you to grow your business because a presentation is really important. I have a book I wrote called The Power of the Dream that sets your goals. Let me ask you something. What would now be a good time to get set for 2013, right? And then we're going to give you all these tools and also include all the 45 hours that you need for your continuing education to meet your requirements. Is that a cool thing or what? So everybody here is covered. We're going to give you the tools, and all we ask you to do is listen up, play the game, participate, and we'll give it to you with your commitment. Fair enough? So I'm going to go ahead and give you an idea and an overview of what this is. And I want to ask you something. Do you guys think this is a good market or a bad market? What do you think? I want to hear that again. Do you think it's a good market or a bad market? Well, I really do believe that it's a great market. I've seen pretty much every market since 1977. And I can tell you right now the predictions, because of the low inventory, the pent-up buyers that we've got right now, and all of the things that are going on, you're going to see a 6 to 7% increase in sales this year. You're going to see a 3 to 4% increase in values, okay? Due to the Debt Relief Act that we have going on, foreclosures are going to start becoming released, and they're going to get a lot better at them. Okay, we had the highest peak in short sales. So we start thinking about all those factors, and I start thinking the agents that are getting ready and build the funnel this year are going to have their biggest year ever. Do you believe in that? Yeah. So when somebody asks you if it's a good market, you can honestly say, you know what? It's the best market I've ever seen. You know what? Interest rates are lower, and they're going to stay at an all-time low than they've ever been. And everything's on sale. So, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have got a great market. What a pleasure to be in the real estate market. You can actually do a deal a week starting this month if you listen up. And actually, if you start participating. Now, let me ask you a question on that, because I might be in the wrong place. How many of you would like to serve one family, either buyer or seller, or help them and get paid for it once a week? How many people would like to do that? I mean, okay. Let me put it a different way. I'm standing here with you guys because they have actually incorporated me as the in-house online trainer, and because of all the tools that I gave you at the end of the year, we're standing here together, and it's January 24th, 2014, and everyone in this room, because you showed up today, serve 50 families. How many people would like to serve 50 families between now and next January 14th? Oh, one more thing, and not work but about 40 to 45 hours a week so you can have a balanced life. Let me see your hands, please, okay? Is that everybody in the room? Well, great, because that's what we're presenting today for you. We've proven it works. All you've got to do is accept it. I'm going to show you what we did for you. We put 300 online movies together. We hired the best of the best 21 to 26-year-olds to show you how to do social media to get your marketing set up. We put together all the hottest multimedia presentations. We're going to hand that material to you. And I'm doing 42 associations of realtors, and you guys get a ticket to go to all those programs. Can everybody say free? Free. Thank you. So we're going to help you guys. I need your commitment, and all you've got to do is participate with us. I took this program and I plugged it into a little Century 21 up in Highland, showcased realty, Century 21. We took 28 agents in the room, and out of 28 agents, we ended up getting, get this, 66 and a half deals in 5.5 weeks with what I'm showing you today. Now, if we did it there, can we do it here? Yes or no? So we can do the same thing. We just must all participate together. Wes is participating, you know, Val, every one of the agents that are here. We all work together as a team, because there's no okay if you don't get a deal and you get 4 deals next month. We want to work together as a complete team together to build synergistic effects together. So if you're okay with that, let me do this for you so you can really see it. Now I've laid a foundation. This is what we've got for you this year. Thank you, Century 21 Wright, that we're bringing to the table for 2013. Okay? Go ahead and show it, Mel. We put together a online coaching program that gives you 2 to 4 lessons per week. You take 2, one on Tuesday, one on Thursday, and then we have actually live webinars that we do as well. There's meetings that you have, live meetings that you do at your office with your company, but there are 2 classes we do. You go there 24/7 and get your information. Around the site is your ancillary services, but this comes to you on a every other day basis. Tuesday and Thursdays it's delivered. Take a look. The lessons are all different areas. Pricing, I want to think about it. You know, there's low inventory. Whatever there might be as a problem, there are different lessons for different things that you can go to. I don't want to pay the commission. There's different things that come at you to give you tools to use for your marketing and where to go. Because some of you are, you know, in the business a short time, and some a longer. Different people need different things. Let me ask you a quick question. How many people have been in the business less than three years? Anybody? Okay. How long have you been in the business? 2 years. Anybody less than 2 years? Okay. How long have you been in business? Oh, 3. Okay. God bless you. You don't know. Thank you. Thank you. He's new. Okay. He doesn't know, does he? Okay. That's good. That's good. Who's been in the business 5 years or less? 5 years or less. Okay. Okay, Judy and Janet. Okay. Can you do what you did 5 years ago, Judy and Janet, and get the same result today? No. Okay. How about people 10 years in the business? Anybody 10 years in the business? Or plus. 10 years plus. Wes, okay. Ruth, okay. How long?
Just 94.
94. How long you been in business? 98. Okay. Okay, cool. Now watch this. Okay. Anybody been in the business in 1983 like myself? I started in 70. Yeah, okay. Okay, Jerry, what happened in 1983? Ruth, tell me. What would the market look like at that point?
Like 18%.
18%? Think about that. Can you imagine that you're in real estate right now and they just announced interest rates are 18%? What would you do? I mean, heck, I'm a kid. I mean, I'm 18 years old. I bought a house. I got married young. I was, bam. And all of a sudden, I go, interest rates are here. I'm at Century 21, right? And I go, what am I going to do? And I go, oh my God, what am I going to do? So what I did was I couldn't quit. I already bought the house, right? So I started going around and knocking on doors. And I would beg people. I said, please, would you do your own financing? Because we can't get it 18, but I bet you I can get you 10% and I can get her a land contract, right? So I started begging people. You remember that? And the begging that year, because it shifted, got me 157 deals that year, right? Now watch this. A bad market turned into good because I knew where the funnel was. Now watch this. In this market, how would you like to know if you did the same shift right now, you could have the biggest year you've ever had? How do you do it? You go build a funnel. We're going to show you with the system how to build the funnel of bringing buyers in. Because you have to be better at working with qualified buyers and sellers only and finding those, you got to build the funnel of those people that are qualified. You build it by bringing them in. You do your marketing properly, set them down, show them the right program. No pun intended, right? And you show them the system, and after you do that, you say, here's what we do, and I'm going to show the multimedia presentation. Then what you're going to do is have them pre-approved by the lender, Larry, and then after you have them pre-approved, have them sign a buyer-broker agreement, and then you're going to give them a funnel and give them a passport, and the top goes your card, and the bottom goes the servicing card, the ancillary services. You built your funnel. There's another one. Go get another one. Go get another one. Go get another one. Because you know what? You are storing up right now because when this market blows, you want to be ready with all the buyers that are available to purchase. Yes or no? Can I get a yes on that? Yes. So you now have the understanding of what I'm doing, and now that's why the lessons become even more valuable to you, and I'm going to show you what your job is over the next 30, 60, 90 days. Take a look here. Okay. It'll come to you like this. Hey, starting in 10 days, okay? I'm going to give you some homework assignments and things to get ready right now so you can get yourself set up, setting your goals, getting set to go. But right now, this will come to you. When it pops open, I got all your email addresses. I'll get them at the end, too, to make sure they're the correct ones, all right? And you click on it. When you click on it, it says, your participation is requested. I'm going to ask for accountability from yourself. If it's to be, it's up to me. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to be accountable to anybody but yourself, but you need to know the score. It's like playing golf without keeping score. You know whether you're doing good business if you know you're making presentations. We're going to ask you to put how many presentations did you make out of 168 hours, okay? And if you put up there 0 in the whole week, we're going to assume that you don't know where to go. God love you, and we would definitely help you, and we'll show you where to find some presentations next week. Is that a good thing? Okay. If you put up 0 down here, I made 4. Okay. I made 4, Daniel. I did it, but I didn't get any result. I'm going to look at you and go, you're talking too much. You need to slow down and use more technique, and I'll go recorrect you. Is that a good thing? Yes or no? Okay. So our goal in a month is to do 16 face-to-face presentation. Out of 168 hours, only 4 is all you got to do with your whole business. It's the focus of your business. 4 face-to-face presentations. We'll show you where to go, what to say, and we're even going to give you the new multimedia Wright presentation so you can make that presentation for this market. Is that cool? Okay, next. If somebody in this room, go ahead, Mel, does 4 presentations. What's our new guy here? What's our new guy's name? Matthew does 4 deals in 1 week. Would you like to know what he did to get those 4 deals, yes or no? Yeah. we'll now share it with the whole company because we want you all to work together and find out which social media site. There's 105. Was he on Active Rain? What did he do to get those deals? Was he knocking on doors? What happened? And what happened to Matthew that he actually had a good week that week, and we start duplicating. So we want to share together. Everyone achieves miracles. We're a team, people. We're not a separate island. I know we're independent contractors, but at Wright Realty, we are a team. Y'all agree with that? So help each other. And if you're here, you're the leaders right today. Because out of the 100 people that we have in the company, you guys showed up today in the rain. Thank you guys, because you guys will be the winners. Take a look next. I want to show you a movie. Now, I went into a studio, and I shot 300 movies. I put them on green screen, right? And I know I can't be everywhere. I'm doing 62 cities a year. So I thought, well, what if I could put a system together where they could be with me every day? My mentor, Andy Griffin, called it my love walk. So I've got a love walk where I can be at 1,000 companies every day, and all you got to do is click on it. So I'm going to show you what one of those movies look like. And by the way, I made them very short because I know most realtors, not you guys, but most realtors, believe it or not, are ADD. And they don't really pay attention, right? So not you guys, but so I made them only 3 minutes long, okay? So I want to just show you 1 minute of one, and just give me your undivided attention, and I'll give you the idea of what it looks like.
Welcome to online coaching. Today's lesson is taking a look at your financial goals. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. We're going to take a look at our financial goals and the difference between a dream and a goal and having a specific plan. We're going to take the concept that I've explained earlier and outline your goals to achieve the desired result. Now, here's how we're going to do this. First of all, there are 168 hours in any given week. I'm going to ask you to make 4 to 6 one-hour presentations. You're going to make 4 to 6 one-hour presentations in each and every week. Now, that's a commitment. You're going to make these presentations. The fact is that you're going to get a commitment. To start with, I want you to place an ad every week. Next, I want you to go talk to for sale by owners. Next, I want you to go after your expires. And I also want you to walk up to strangers and say, pardon me, if you were going to buy or sell a piece of real estate, do you know a realtor that you would recommend? Shaking your head no, of course. And if you did this each and every day, you handed out your card and you placed your ads and you went direct, I'm sure that each and every one of you could find at least 4 one-hour presentations to buyers and sellers to list. Now, when you wake up in the morning, you are unemployed. True or false? The only thing that employs you is a presentation to a seller or a buyer. We're going to make sure that you are employed every single day of your career.
Okay, real quick, stop it right there.
You are to make 4 presentations.
True or false, when you wake up in the morning as a real estate agent, are you unemployed? Yes or no? Is anybody paying you a salary to be in here? Absolutely not, right? And I realized that as a kid. I worked in a steel foundry, right? And I got a paycheck every week. My wife liked that, right? When I started selling real estate, they go, oh, well, you don't get paid. I go, I know. I got to make it close, you know? So I realized I got to get face-to-face. Now, I'm standing in front of 30,000 people. I was the kickoff speaker for the National Association of Realtors a few years back, right? I'm standing in front of the room, right? I'm looking at 30,000 realtors, right? Let me ask you a question. What do you think the average age of a realtor is right now? I'm looking at that crowd. What do you think? Anybody guess? What do you think? 40. 40, I thought so, yeah. 52? What do you say, Matthew? No idea. Young guy, yeah. Some people say young. You know the truth of the matter, the average age of a realtor today, right today, is 53 years old. Pretty close, okay? Hey, yay! Look around the room.
Wow.
Okay. The average age, better question, of a consumer is how old? It's a better question. There you go, 33, okay? So if the consumer's 33 and your average age of real estate industry and your peers, who do you make your presentations for? Your peers or yourself or for your consumers? Okay, now watch this. We made the presentation for the 33-year-olds, all the social media. I've taken top agents and now showed them how to plug in with video marketing, how to set everything up, and they're getting 1 to 2 deals off of their social media and also their presentation. I'm going to show you the 10 hottest places 33-year-olds look for properties. Get your pen out, get ready. It's your first assignment, and I'm going to show it to you, and this is exactly the way the system operates, and I'm going to show you how to plug it in and use your system. I've also got a CD that I'll leave with you that shows you how to operate your entire online coaching system, okay? Step-by-step tutorial, okay? So take a look if you want to go ahead and play this one for me. Real quick, before you play it, does anybody need a pen? Real quick, anybody? Everybody got pens? Pens? Paper? Okay, you guys are prepared. Okay, good. All right, let's go ahead and show it, all right?
Welcome to online coaching. Today's lesson is on where to find buyers and sellers. Answer: everywhere. Think about it. In your city, there are hundreds of thousands of people, and in some cases, millions of people. Now, do you look at those people and look at how negative that is, or do you look at those people and look at how positive that is because you've got 20 million people that are possible buyers and sellers, or do you look at that as 20 million people? Now, I want you to think about turning your obstacles into your opportunities and thinking about buyers everywhere. Everywhere you go. Just like if you're a bee, everything's a flower. You get the idea? So you start putting in awareness and you start thinking about it because you know the facts are that most people from 18 to 80 will probably make an effort to purchase a home sometime, or someone they know either is or is in the process or will be. So think about all the amazing opportunities that you have.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Buyers. Now, they're not necessarily qualified buyers, we know that, but they are potential buyers, probably not represented by anybody if they're wondering through themselves. Because you know when you ask the question, if I had other like properties like this one, perhaps some that weren't currently in the multiple listing service or not on the market, would you be interested in looking at those as well? Maybe some properties you could save a little money on. Would you be interested in looking at those properties as well? And they say yes, obviously they're a potential listing as a buyer. So where are the buyers and sellers? Answer: everywhere. They're at open houses, they're at malls, they're at the gas stations, they're everywhere you look. You just gotta ask. You also gotta throw a line out and actually put some ground fire out, as I talked about it, by placing an ad every week and also advertising in every free publication. I want you this week to write a simple ad, place it in Craigslist. 3-bedroom, 3-bath. Oh, where are you gonna find that? Well, pull one of the listings from your office and advertise that listing or advertise your own listing and put your cell number on there. Where do you find buyers and sellers? Absolutely everywhere. And until next time, see it, say it, advertise it.
Okay, what do you think? Like it? Is it good information, right? Now, quick question. At the end of that lesson, you go, but where are all 10? And what's the scripting? And how do I write my ad? You come up here and click it. We'll give you immediate feedback. It's an auto feedback. Or better yet, click this button down here at the end of your lesson. It will print out the entire lesson in a PDF format, 3 to 5 pages long. okay? You can read it and you can actually do the assignment, okay? And here's what we found out. Everybody that participates in this program, that does the 2 to 3 lessons per week, 15 a month, right? Approximately 12 to 15 a month, right? Every one of you that do that average anywhere from 2 to 4 transactions a month. I'm going to say that again. If you participate and do the small assignment like writing the ads, you'd write 3 ads, right? You'd put them onto 10 of the hottest places. You'd have 30 exposures. You do that one step. The next week, I ask you to walk up to strangers, okay, and say, I'm not a secret agent, right? You guys secret agents? No secret agents in this room, right? So you can't be a secret agent. You got to walk over and ask. You got to say, hey, if you're going to buy or sell a piece of real estate in this area, you live around here in this area? Do you know a realtor you'd recommend?
No.
Oh, my name's Daniel, and I work with Wright Realty, and I'd love to recommend all my clients to you. And she happens to be a hairdresser, right? That's a way that you can start building business. Every assignment is valuable. Y'all, if you want to win the lottery, what do you got to do?
Play it.
Right? You know, God, please let me win the lottery. God prays back, buy a ticket, you know? I mean, you guys got to buy a ticket. You've heard of the law of attraction, right? Manifestation. But there's also the law of intention. You've got to get up and take action. We're asking you to take 4 actions a week, and that's make 4 presentations and play the game. If I give you this, it's got 4 multimedia, it's got all the scripting in here, and it's got the place where you click in, and guess what? At the end of the year, this thing is this big because you've actually done all the lessons, and Stephen Covey said you'll never learn anything until you really learn it well enough to teach it. Does that make sense to you? So we want you not just to learn it, we want you to teach the other realtors, your clients, your buyers, your sellers. So we're going to give you this as a teacher's manual, and all you got to do is play the game. And Wes has already committed to a once a week where you come in for accountability and actually share your stories and help you to actually do this on Tuesdays, and he's going to extend this training with you guys. Is that a good thing? So we're going to help you to do that. Now, here's the thing. I've got a bag of product for each one of you. I've got all these gifts and these tools and all your 45 hours of continuing education. I've got my book. I've got all this stuff, you know, and thank God, you know, we've got the company that says, yes, we want you to have it, but I cannot give it to you unless we have an agreement, okay? The agreement has got to be that you believe what I'm about to tell you, okay? And if you don't believe what I'm going to tell you and what the market's doing, you're going to ignore everything I've said, and you will not do this program, and you won't participate because you don't believe it. Are you with me on that? So there's 4 principles we must agree on before I hand you this product, okay, with your commitment. Are you okay on that? Everybody, look up here at me and repeat, stand up real quick, okay, and say this for me real quick. Go ahead and stand up, okay? Everybody ready? Repeat after me. And say it in your loudest voice so we can understand it, okay? I gotta believe, what I believe, before I can make you believe what I believe. Does that make sense? Have a seat, okay? If you don't believe it, it ain't gonna work. There has to be a faith issue here, and you have to believe an unshakable. The common denominator between the top salespeople in the world that we've trained all over the country is 2. They have an unshakable belief in themselves. Do you believe in yourself? Yes or no? Yes. Number 2, they have a system and they repeat it and it's successful every time. Y'all, you understand that? So this is a system that absolutely works. There's a lot of things out here, but we know current market, this is exactly your in-house online, and if we're working as a team together on this product, we know that it's going to work. First one, right now where it says concept, just write the first one we got to believe. I'm going to take my coat off, and that is stop working for free. Y'all with me on that? Stop working for free. Now, what does that mean? That means we want you to quit working with people that aren't qualified and they do not commit to our company. Does that make sense? So that means that when I was a kid, let me give you an example because examples share the message. Here you go. They said, kid, you want to sell real estate? I said, yeah, man, I want to sell. They said, well, go back here, get your gold jacket, right? You're back at the table, and you got to do these CMAs. And I go, what's a CMA? They said, well, that's a current market analysis. I said, well, what's it look like? Well, let me show you what it is. And here's how you do it. So what I did was I'd put it all together, and I'd get it together, and I'd say, oh, and look what it had. It had the deed of trust, the plat map in here. It had, oh my goodness, look at all. It took me hours to put one of these together, you guys. And when I get done with it, I'd come back and I'd say, well, let me show you what I got here. And I'd show it to them. And as I showed it to them, I'd go through everything. And after I got done with it, you know what they said? Same thing every time. I kept presenting 2, 3 of these a week. And when I got done, they'd say the same thing. Everybody repeat after me. Here you go. They'd say, do you have a business card? I do. Okay, and I give them the card. I go back and wait. Honey, how you doing? I got 4 out this week. I'm waiting. And they never called. You know why? Because most people think they should list with the agent who comes out and bids the highest on the listing and offers the lowest commission. True or false? So I said, this is crazy. So I actually took my 21 points checklist, right, and my service agreement, and I got that in another. Now you guys get DVDs, and you got Michael. And we're putting the media packages together with. You guys are gonna look like rock stars. I walked in and I got my little 21, and I got my CMA. So what I did was I took my CMA. I took the best lookingest, if that's a word, right? CMA, and I put that under my arm because I hadn't been there, and I wasn't going to give them it because I hadn't seen the house now. And then I took my fee schedule, my 21 points checklist, my marketing program, and then I'd walk in, and the first thing I'd do is walk in, and I realized after doing so many of them, people do business, y'all, with people that they know, like, and trust. True or true? So I said, oh, where do you guys shop? Oh, me too. Where do you got? What schools your kids go to? Oh, me too. Where do you guys like to play, bowl or tennis or golf or whatever? Me too, me too, me too. After I got that, I'd go, well, show me your house. Oh, I love that. Well, what's the price? Well, let's look at the house. And I go through and I said, when I love your house, let me show you what we do. What's the price? So, well, let me show you what I do first. And then I showed them all the benefits of what I do. And I went through the whole package. And then they go, oh, well, that's great. What's the price? I said, well, you know what? I'll do all these different service items. I'll have the open house. They loved it, right? I said, well, you know what? Fine. I'll take your listing at any price. Okay? You pick it. I'll go back now that you've hired me, and I'll do one of these beautiful looking CMAs that looks like this. Now, when I come back, if we agree on price, Ruth, I want to go to work for you and do everything in my servicing plan. But if we don't, do me a favor, let me out of it, because I can't afford to do all this if we don't agree on the commission and the price. So, do you promise to let me out of it if we don't agree on the price? And what do you think they said?
Yeah.
Every time. I closed every time. And then I come back and I'm going, this is insane, you know? And now I've trained over 500,000 realtors with that one little concept and then put together the tools to work with it. Now, how many of you in this room have ever done a CMA? Okay, let's raise your hand with that first. Okay, Matthew, have you done one yet? Here's what you're going to see. Okay, how many have ever done a CMA and did not get paid for it? Let me see your hands. Everybody's guilty, right? Okay. Never again will you ever have to do a CMA unless they hire you. Makes sense, doesn't it? When you take your car to a car dealership, do they take your car in, okay, and do the service and hold your car hostage, right? Make you sign something before they do the work? Yes or no? Okay. When you go to the dentist, do they take all your paperwork before they see you and get a commitment? When you have anybody had to work with an attorney? An attorney comes in, would any attorney work with you without a firm agreement before they go to work for you? No. And even a plumbing contractor would have to actually come in and look at the place first and then get a signed agreement and then get a deposit 10 to 50% before they do the work. Now, quick question. We don't do that. We're the only industry that works totally for free. Think about it. How many of you work with buyers? Let me see your hands right now. Okay. Buyers are liars. Have you heard that before? Buyers aren't liars. They just aren't set up properly, Larry. You know the problem with them? That they don't get it. They think, okay, what is it? Mela, I'm wanting to buy a $500,000 property here in Temecula. Would you work with me on Monday?
Yes.
Oh, God bless you. Thank you. I'd like to buy a $500,000 property on, would you work with me on Tuesday?
Sure.
Okay. Well, would you work with me, sir, on Thursdays? I'll be available on Thursdays. Would you work with me on Thursdays? Sure. Okay. Friday, Saturday. You understand what I'm just doing? The buyers don't commit. They work with 3 or 4 different realtors at a time, and you work for free. How many of you have ever worked with a buyer? Be honest with me, honestly, and didn't get paid for it. Let me see your hands. Okay. Are you sick and tired of that? Okay, stop it. This year, no. Policy. We don't work with you unless you're committed. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I'd rather see you work with sellers and buyers that are 100% committed, and you know you're going to get paid for them eventually, than I would with you working with a list of 14. You see, those other 10 that aren't committed to you, you can't go to your kid's soccer game, you can't go to meetings, church, things you love to do, vacations, outings with your family. You're too busy working with people and never going to buy from you. Does that make sense? So we're going to help you. I had this lady come up to me and she pokes me like this. I said, who are you? I'm getting ready to go on stage, right? There's a big audience out there, 3,000 or 4,000 people, other speakers, myself, and I'm getting ready to go out and she hits me. I said, excuse me. She goes, do you know who I am? I said, no. I said, I'm sorry, I don't. She goes, I'm so-and-so, and I saw you speak two years ago. And she said, I do $50 million in real estate. I go, well, that's good. She goes, no, shut up. I said, what? She goes, shut up. She said, the reason I did it is because I heard your speech and I followed it and I took your system and plugged it in. Here's what happened. This guy come in, why I realized I had to do it. He said he's driving this Rolls Royce. Looked really nice, right? Had 2 kids and wanted to buy a $2.7 million property out here, okay? We dropped everything. We showed him all the schools. We took him to houses, showed him 25 houses, had him to our house for dinner. We took him out. We wined and dined. We had fun with him. And 3.5 weeks later, not only did they not buy from us, they couldn't afford more than $375,000. She said, that's it. She said, I then heard what you said. She said, I bring them in. I set them down. I show them that multimedia presentation. I get them excited, introduce them to the whole team, and then I go ahead and get them pre-approved by the lender. I have them then sign a buyer-broker agreement, and I give them the passport, and I hand it to my showing agents, right? Because now I'm free to be, and I just go keep getting more and more. I can delegate. And I got all the agents working for me I want. Is that a good idea, everybody? I can't believe it. Because you have a system, you guys are set free. Now, do you understand what I'm talking about when I say stop working for free now? Yes or no? Okay? So we all agree. Do I have a yes? I will stop. Say, I will stop, working for free. That's a good thing, isn't it? Okay? And start now with the clients. If they aren't signed on buyer broker, they aren't committed, stop giving information and stop working with people that aren't committed to you. Because with all of the strict rules that are going to happen this year, good news is the market's going up 3 to 4%, right? Appreciation. We're going to have a 6% to 7% in increased sales. The bad news is the lending laws are going to be really strict this year. They're going to continue, as well as the low interest rates. So these are things we need to more than ever be tuned in to who we're working with. Y'all make sense with that? Okay. Take a look at the next one. Next one is the context. The content, the concept, and the context. The contents, let's talk about that for a minute. Our words. Are words powerful, everybody? Okay. Does anybody use a script here? Anybody ever use a script to close somebody? Okay. Scott? Okay. Do you think scripts work?
Yes.
When I was a kid, okay, selling real estate, I kept getting the same objections back in 1977 and in 2000, 2005, 2008, 2000. And you know what the objections sound like? The same as they did in 1977. They haven't changed in that many years. They probably haven't changed since 1942, you know. They sound the same over and again. I would do business with you, but I want to think about it. Did you ever heard that one? Give me another one. I would do business with you, but...
I have to pray on it.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
I got one for that.
Bible out
You pray with them, don't you, Ruth? I know. Okay, I got you. Put me in the loop, right? I got it. Because really, honestly, it's making decisions and helping them get through that decision. All right? Now watch this. I would do business with you, but we talked to another company over here, Remax, and they said they would take it at 5%. Would you take it at 4? You ever had that one? We wanted to think, we're having it open on Sunday. Can you bring a buyer over on Sunday, right? Okay. You ever had these? Okay. So what if you guys get the same objections, why don't you get ready for them? So my wife said the same thing. She said, Danny, she said, if they say the same thing, why don't you put them on little flashcards and get ready when they say, do you have a buyer or what have you? So what I did was, and this is a true story, okay? I took flashcards because I was hungry. Remember, I was a kid. I was hungry, and then I saw what I could do. So I took her recipe box, emptied it out, and I put in the objections in the recipe box, and I put the objection, what they said, and then I could find it very quickly and answer the objection. Are you with me on this? So I'd walk in the house, and when I'd walk in, I'd walk down, and as I walk through, and they'd go, all of a sudden, be showing the house. They'd say, do you have a buyer? There, can you hold on a minute? Just a minute, I got that in here. No. There's no such thing as a qualified buyer till I know what the seller has and what the buyer needs. It'll take a few minutes so we can go completely through the house, and when we're done, we'll discuss the price. You get to select a servicing agreement, and I'll get started on the listing that way. Fair enough? Thank you. Keep going. What do you think my house is worth? It's in here somewhere, I know. What I think your house is worth has absolutely no value whatsoever. It's only what somebody's willing to pay for this kind of home at this time in this area. And your pricing your home is too important to guess at. Why don't we go through the home? We can discuss the price. You get to select the price, and I'll get started on the listing from there. Fair enough. How many of you have kids? Let me see your hands. Raise them up. I asked this in Beverly Hills. Nobody raised their hand. Yeah. I ask it in Utah, and they're going like, yeah. What does no mean to your kids? Come on. I got 2 kids, 2 grandkids. What's it mean? You screwed up. Mom, dad, grandpa, grandma, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to keep asking you. As the kids know, they got to ask at least 7 times to start breaking through. Okay? They're natural born little closers. Okay? And they get through. Trust me, we all know this. Okay? As you get older, no means okay. Here's my card. See ya. No. Now, as you get older, no simply means with our system. You need more information to make a decision, and my job as a professional realtor at my company is to give you that information. Do you understand? So you keep asking questions. Now watch this. You can say no once, you can say no twice, you can say no as many as 270 times. But it's going to be hard to say no 270 times, true or false. So you guys, what do you build? Your scripts. You guys know who Zig Ziglar is? Okay. Zig Ziglar, I knew him. I met him for the first time in 1985 with his beautiful wife, Big Red, he called her. Okay. If you know Zig Ziglar, raise your hand. Zig just passed away just a month ago. Okay. Beautiful guy, man. Great mentor, right? 86-year-old. He lived a life that was exemplary of actually helping people. And I can only wish to live a life that actually helps as many people. Whether that is 100 or 100,000 or 100 million. It's about living your life in abundance. I walked up to Zig. I had a beautiful woman on my arm. He goes, Mr. Pendley. He goes, is that your lady? And I said, why, yes, Zig. He said, why, Mr. Pendley, you are a good salesman. He said, you're that young man that's selling all that real estate. I go, why, yes, Zig. He said, why, when you are canned, Mr. Pendley, you are not canned, you are planned. And you can go a whole lot further when you are planned. Do you understand what I'm just saying here? Can you get ready for any objection that comes at you? Huh? Would it be cool if you can't stump any one of you because you're so good you can overcome any objection that comes your way? Would that be cool or what? Oh, yeah. Okay. Quick question, is selling a skill, yes or no? Yeah. Oh, it is a skill. So I just want you to hear that. Say it one more time. Is selling a skill? Yes. Say, selling's a skill. Selling's a skill. Now, you just said that. Now, watch this, okay? Can it be improved by every individual? I don't care where you are in your career. Can it be improved? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, so watch this. We walk in, and we get the #1 objection in the United States right now, and you can't answer it. It just costs you, the average sale price here right now is $275,000 to $300,000. What is 3% of $300,000? It just cost you $9,000. You lop that in half. Let's say you only make $5,000. Is that a true statement, right? So you cost yourself $5,000 because you didn't know what? The answer to it. Here's the number one objection right now. Are there a lot of realtors right here in this area? Yes or no?
Yes.
There are hundreds of thousands of realtors, and in California and the entire nation. When they give you this objection, it's because they probably know a lot of realtors, don't they? They say, thank you, do you have a business card? We want to talk to what? Another realtor, right? Now, what are you going to say to that? Okay, thank you. Here's my card. Here's my CMA. Call me back. Boom, you walk out. You're done, right? Somebody else comes in and closes for the commitment, and you didn't get it. So would you like to know how to handle the number one objection right now with body language, with everything, so you know you can handle it? I'll take one, and then I got to build you into 270 in the next 90 days. So we're going to learn them. How? One at a time. My mentor said, yard by yard, it's hard, but inch by inch, it's a cinch. We're going to learn these techniques on this, on the movies, on the screens, on the videos, on the DVDs, one at a time. I even got a Rosetta Stone CD to give you today so you can listen to it when you're driving, okay? So everybody, would you like to know that technique, yes or no? Then stand up and participate. Here we go. When you hear something, you forget it. When you see it, you remember it. When you do it, people, you understand it. So stand up, okay? Everybody up? Okay, here we go. Now, take your finger, if you would, for me, please. You ready? Okay. Go ahead and look up here. Got it? Okay. Go ahead and scratch your chin for me, please. Scratch your chin for me, please. Go ahead and scratch your chin for me, please. Would you turn around and scratch your chin for me, for everybody, please? Scratch your chin for me. Would you scratch your chin for me, please? Would you scratch your chin? Please, would you please stretch your chin? Oh, there you got it. Finally, okay. Do people listen to you when you talk to them? Yes or no? Okay, so we got to take your language now, okay, now watch this, and you got to match the body language with the language. Are you with me? So go ahead and get in position, right? Here we go. You see the little halo around my head? What? Go ahead. Take your hands like this, all right? Ready? You just got hit with, would you go ahead, I thank you for leaving the CMA, but would you appreciate that I want to go talk to I got to talk to another real estate agent. So you got that? Okay, here we go. So they just hit you with that. Here's what you're going to say. Exactly. Okay? I appreciate that you want to talk to another realtor. Hand on, follow me language here too, body language, okay? If you actually felt someone else could get you a higher price and a quicker, more convenient timeline, would you still be obligated to even talking to the other realtor? I didn't think so. Put your hands back together. But would you take it at 4%? What are you going to say to that? Shake your head. Don't say no. Just say, because you want to get the listing. Other than that, is there any other reason you'd hesitate to list with my company? Great. Then I'll take your listing at 4%. Everybody go here, 4%. And I'll do everything, come here, in my multimedia presentation. What would you like me to offer to the buyer's agent? Customary is 3%. Ladies and gentlemen, if we have a 7% listing, all right, okay, all right, got it with me? Hang on a minute. Will more salespeople come and see that listing? Okay, and will more buyers see that listing as a result of that commission? Yes or no? And will the extra activity give you a better chance, people, to get multiple offers in this market than ever before? Yes or no? Okay, so in order to sell a home once, ladies and gentlemen, we got to sell it twice. First, we got to sell it to the other realtors, and then they got to sell it to their, so to get you the, roll your fingers, highest price, and the quickest, we got to get realtors what? How do you get them excited? With money. Have a seat. Scripts are important. Here's the third one. We're moving right through this. Is system. It's called SYSTEM. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to have the context, and you guys got to have a system. Today, the start of the career. I don't care where you are in your career. In 2 years, I can change anybody's life if they want to be changed. Look what it says up here. To get what you never had, we must do what we've never done. If you always do what you always got, Wes, you always get what you always got. You cannot stay in the same place. You guys got to shift this year. It's not the same market as last year. It is now a new market. We've got to shift together. So we got to take a system. System stands for, if you want to write this down, save yourself some time, energy, and money. Okay? So we want that down. We've got 2 new systems. We're going to give you multimedia presentations for the buyer, seller, pricing, FSBO, all of the different types of sales that you've got, REO short sale, all those things are going to be presented. And we got Michael here who's done a phenomenal job back here, Herback, that is doing a phenomenal job on media packages for the company, for every agent. So when you're stepping up, you're going to have your own multimedia, full multimedia actual video that you can actually present with. You'll look like a $50 million producer when you walk in that door. It's very cool, okay? System is important. Next, you guys got to customize this. Please, don't just do it for, like, let's say yourself and say it's going to fit everybody. One size doesn't fit all with this. You've got amiables, drivers, expressives, analyticals, right? So you got to customize these presentations to who? Not you, but to your buyers and sellers. Make sense to everybody? Okay. So when you go out and you work with people, do some people need more information and some people need less? Yes or no? Okay. So you got to know exactly when, Larry, to actually make that commitment, working with the realtors, working with the clients, everybody all at once, and know how to go for that. Now, if I took, let's say, Barry Manilow. You guys know who Barry Manilow is? I have a crew of 21 to 25-year-olds. I asked them who Barry Manilow was. They had no idea. Right? Okay, you know who, let's say, Ozzy Osbourne is, okay? You all know who Ozzy is? Okay, I met Ozzy up in Malibu. Crazy, right? He's just unbelievable. If I took a song and I wrote it, and it was a perfect song, and I knew it was going to be a big hit, and I gave it to Barry Manilow, and then I gave the same song over to Ozzy, same words, would it come out differently from these two? Yeah? If I take all 4 multimedia presentations and I give it to all of you in this room, is it going to come out different? Will it still work, yes or no? Yes. Okay, so here's the thing. I need you to manifest what you want. People, what do you want this year? Come on, tell me. Do you want to make $500,000 this year? Do you want to make $50,000 this year? Do you want to make, what do you think's available? If you sell 50 pieces of real estate and you're making approximately $5,000 per sale net after you delegate it and taxes, how much money did you make? What's 5 times 5? You made $250,000. Can you guys live on $250,000? Yes or no? I know what you're thinking. It won't pay all my bills, right? But it's a start, right? If you guys stick to it and make a commitment, I just did this, and this was in December, and I had everybody write themselves a check. I had them write them a check, and I want you guys to do this today, okay? I want you to write yourself a check, okay? 5 times 4 is what? 20 times 3 is what?
60.
Okay. I want you to write yourself a check for $60,000. And I want you to put the date March 22nd. Are you with me on that? Okay. In the bottom left corner, I want you to put 4, 16, and 48. That's what it's for. And I promise you, it's the law of attraction and intention. If you do this, you'll cash the check with me, and that's your net check. How many would like to have a check for $60,000 net on the 30th of March? Yes or no? Okay. Are you willing to do the price? How many will make 4 presentations a week, no matter what, during the next 30 days, okay, for $20,000? Yes. How many will do that? Okay. Everybody in the room? Yes or no? Okay. I want to hear. Okay. Okay. It's simple. It's not that big a deal. I promise you, here's the bottom line. If you put it in your awareness, it's the law of attraction. But it's also the law of intention. There's a law of clarity too. There's a law of assumption and the law of gestation. People, we got to get the law of clarity. I'm going to give you my book, The Power of the Dream. It's your why and your how. You guys got to internalize it. You got to feel it. You got to believe it. Guys, do you believe that you can sell 4 pieces of real estate a month or not? I know what the stats are here. I've been here. I'm looking inside. 70% of you have not done a deal in 3 months. right? And now I'm talking about doing a deal every week starting next week. And you're going, are you crazy? How about if you just did a deal every single month like clockwork? Would that change your life as well too? We got to start with one step though right now. And here's how you do it. Guys, what kind of car do you drive? You ever bought a brand new car? Anybody? Okay, when you buy that car and you drive it off the lot, do you magically notice all the cars that look just like that car now? Okay. Do you know why? Because all of a sudden it's the law of attraction. It's in your awareness. Now watch what happens. All of a sudden you now go, oh, 4 presentations a week. You put it in your awareness. Everywhere you go, you see it everywhere you go, and all of a sudden every week you maintain that mentality. And if you're a hammer, everything's a nail. People, this business is not that hard. I took a guy that was cleaning toilets in Tampa, Florida, showed him the whole system. He said, I'm hungry. The guy's doing 300 plus deals a year, #1 salesperson in the country right now, because he had a why, he had a desire. People, if you don't have a why, you don't have a desire, you don't want to do this business, quit. Go do something you love to do. You're here this morning in the rain. You said, I want to do this business. You got your license and you're not doing it. Now let me ask you a question. Are you going to be good at this business? Or are you going to be great? Tell me.
Great.
If you want to be in the business, be in the business. Be everywhere you go. Don't be a secret agent. Step up. Learn the system. Learn the scripts and go, you know what? I'm going to do it. Those other 90%, let them do what they're going to do. People, don't be the 90%. Be the 10%, be the 5%. I've got friends like Darren Harding and people that I know that I know their acquaintances and people that are other speakers and people that are saying this is called the compound effect. You know, if you just read 10 pages a day in a book, 10 pages, right? At the end of the year, you've read 15 good books on motivation, help, and growing your business. If you exercise 20 minutes a day, you lose weight, you feel better, you feel healthier, right? Is your health important to you? Okay? So if you talk to 3 people a day and walk up to them and say, hey, you like this? Do you go to this car wash very often? If you did that 3 times a day, people, and you ask, that's 84 people a month that you've asked for the offer. Does that make sense to you? It's easy to do. It's easy not to do. It's called the compound effect. I read a book called The Slight Edge with Jeff Olson. It talks about you getting clear and getting it together. People, this is easy to do a 3-minute lesson, and it's easy not to do. Does it make sense to you? It's easy to go ahead and do this, but you know it's harder not to have any money, and it's harder to struggle, is it not? So either you pay the price of success and you step up, or you pay the price of failure and you just keep doing what you've always done. Does that make sense? So I want to help you guys grow. I'm here as a leader to actually show you the way, and our whole company is behind you, but I need your help, okay? And I want you to know something. My why is pretty big. When you read my book, Jerry, you're going to know. Jerry and I talked about this, what my why is, why I wrote the book. I want to share this story with you because it's really something that's amazing to me. And God actually released me. He really did release me. On the 19th of August, I was riding one of my horses. I have horses up in the hills, you know, rolling hills. And I was riding in a big 17-hand Dutch warm blood. And I got this cross country, and I just came through. And as I came through, the gate was kind of stuck open a little bit, right? So I didn't get off the horse. I just swung the gate open. I've done it before. This time, she jumps, and when she jumps, and my knee gets stuck over into a locked gate. And that locked gate, I can't move it, and I'm on the horse. I'm trying to pulley rein her, and all of a sudden she just takes off. When she did, I'm up this high, and I just go wham, slam down. I'm upside down, I'm bleeding, and this was August 19th of this year. And I'm bleeding, and I look up, and I start to get up, y'all, and when I get up like this, nothing moves on my body except my head. And I broke my neck. I knew my neck was broken. And I start to get up and I get scared. Can you imagine being paralyzed and thinking that's the rest of your life and your whole life is flashing ahead of you? And I'm thinking I just really screwed up. I surf, I ski, I have an active lifestyle every day, and now I'm done. I can see myself and I'm praying to God. I said, God, you can't do this to me. He goes, no, you'll be okay, Danny. You know what? You don't have to do anything now. You're okay. I said, no, I can't do this one. And they're coming, they're trying to pick up my legs, and I'm numb, completely numb. I mean, I am just livid. I'm thinking, oh my God, this is my life for the rest of my life. all of a sudden, lady comes up, she starts helping me, and she said, look, your little toe's moving. I go, oh my God, this after about 10 minutes of thinking I'm paralyzed. And then the next, my hand starts to move, and all of a sudden a bolt of lightning, ladies and gentlemen, hit me, and a sting all over my body was here, and I could just feel bees all over me. And I got up, I crawled into a chair, my neck's like this, and they said, your neck's broken. They took me to the hospital. They rushed me in a wheelchair. They said, you know what? Your neck is broken. Probably, hopefully, we're going to see what we can do. But I knew, he said, many people don't walk out. I just want to be honest with you. They don't get out of this. They don't walk out of here. They did the x-rays. And after they did x-rays, the MRI, the CAT scan, they came back the next day and they said, you are one lucky human being. The C2, the C3, the C4, the fluid in your front of your spine, but you are going to be okay. It's not broken. It is bulging disc, and you're going to have a heck of a recovery, but you're going to be able to walk out of here. I got up, ladies and gentlemen, and I walked out of that hospital, and they told me it was because I might have had a stronger neck, and I said, no. I said, if in fact God could break Superman's neck, he certainly could break my neck, right? I actually walked out of there, and I'm going to tell you something, baby. I got a new lease on life, and I've been recovering, swimming every day, seeing a neurologist, and I'm here today, and I'm feeling great, and thank God, I'm about 85%. But you know what? I had to tell you that story. Do you want to go on a vacation? You want to send your kids to the best schools? What is it that you want to do with your life that's going to change? If I told you all of you were paralyzed from your neck down, what would be the most important thing for you? What would it be? Be walking, wouldn't it? If I take all the air out of the room, get it down to being grateful, having an attitude of gratitude, ladies and gentlemen, you can do all things that are possible. Think about it. If you guys are committed, when somebody says no, it's simply going to mean you need more information. I got to meet my goal. I got to do 4 because I want to help. I got to help 1,000 companies this year. I've got to get I'm doing 42 associations, and I'm living the power of the dream by helping others to realize their dreams, setting your goals with you. So what is your why? Could you tell me right now? When you can tell me your why, then you know you got it. Linda Gonzalez, Century 21, tears in her eyes, come up to me and said, Daniel Pendley, I want to do what you did. I want to be able to do 30 deals in 30 days. She went back to her office, stood up, and said, I'm going to do 30 deals this month. She'd been in real estate for 2 weeks, okay? Stood up on the table, everybody laughed at her. But her why was big, ladies and gentlemen, because she has 4 kids, right? And she's a single mother. She said, I got to do it. She went out and she worked crazy. And at the end of the 30 days, Linda, God bless her, Century 21 heart, she failed miserably. She didn't do 30. She only did 22 deals, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, what's your why, okay? If your why is not big enough, you're not going to do this system. You'll keep doing what you've always done. But people, if your why is big enough, will you change? Will you make a difference? Can I get a commitment from you guys? Will you guys do it, yes or no? Yes. Can I get a yes from that? Yes. Can I get a big yes?
Yes.
Thank you guys, because that's where we got to go as a team to work together. Let me show you what I'm going to ask you to do as a commitment now that we've got our commitment. Okay? Go ahead, Mel. We're going to give you the entire package today with your commitment. Okay? Your why is big. You're going to change your life. You're going to start making anywhere from $15,000 to $30,000 a month. You're going to start changing the way you do business, not all at once, but one day at a time. We're going to give you the online coaching with a round of applause from the company, what they brought to you. Can I have a round of applause for the company? Thank you. Thank you. How many people want to be accountable? If a kid gets an F on his grade card, whose fault is that? Is it your fault? The teacher's? Whose fault is it? It's yours. You want the kid to say, Mom, Dad, it's my fault. I didn't study. Next month I'll study harder, right? You want to be the same person. You want to lead by example. So we want to be accountable, like the accountability. All the scripts, we put them on disc for you. We're going to have the printouts. We're going to give you the 3-ring binder, give you a ticket to go to all the events for free, right? So you can come in and actually participate in the events that we've got. Rub elbows with the top agents. We're going to give you the social media. So it's rocking social media, so you can learn how to actually post. When you post one, you post it on 105 social media sites, not just Facebook. How many got a Facebook account? Okay? Everybody in the room, I hope, right? We'll show you how to get at least one deal a month, posting properly, building content on your Facebook, and then when you post it, it'll be Active Rain, it'll be all the other sites as well, and we'll also set up that media center so you guys can work from there. 4 multimedia presentations, the passports, everything, and then on top of it, 45 hours of continuing education as well is part of the program. You get a certificate to complete all of that as well. And that entire package is yours for 2013. Thank you, guys. Okay, thank you. I need you guys to accept it. Mel, is there anything else we got on that to show? Anything else on that?
The pink set.
Oh, the pink set? Okay. We're going to give you the Rosetta Stone, too. And there's a 2 cassette in this as well. And instead of listening to Bebop, Loobop, Be My Baby, okay, I want you to listen to this when you're driving, listen to your favorite song, and then put this in. And if you drive, people, 12,000 miles a year, you can listen to 272 books, okay? This is about 1,500 miles, and I'll give you the 150 of the scripts that go with it to get you set up. So you'll learn the scripts. Is that a good thing? Okay? So that's it. The whole package for you guys. Oh, and the book here, which I put together, and it's on Amazon right now. I think I got the first 5. The rest are download.
I have 6.
Okay, and I want you guys to have it. When you read it, it will make you cry. It'll make you laugh, and also it will set your goals: mental, physical, spiritual, financial, and family. And at the back of it, I put a passport in it to your dream, so you could take it with it, and you could look at it every day. I'm talking to Glendale Burbank Studios. We're talking about doing a little TV show on helping 8-year-olds to 88-year-olds set their goals. And it's what we don't teach in school, people. So we want to help kids to learn how to set their goals, but it starts with you being a leader. John Maxwell, met with him last week, and he said, leaders lead, but you got to start leading yourself. Okay? So you got to be the leader. All right? So I got to ask you this. You guys, the coaching starts in 10 days. So put up here a date. Put what is it, February 2nd? I believe it is, February 2nd. Okay? You're going to do your ads right away. I'm going to give you that assignment, all right, where you write the 3 ads and put them on 10 of the sites I just gave you. And the time, it starts a.m., first thing in the morning. Do you have to be up at 6 a.m. to get it? No. You can get it anytime. It's your way. It's point of sale. It comes to you. Okay? It comes in your email. Okay? And we'll give you a CD to show you how to do that. Location is it's at your house. It's where point of sale. You don't have to go to a seminar anywhere out in the desert or anywhere. It's your seminar every day coming to you. Okay? All right? And then also the live events. Go ahead and put your name. You got to tear it off. You got to make a commitment. You got to tear this off, and then you got to put your name, your email address, okay, and all the information, and sign it and give it to Mel, and then she'll give you the foundation. Okay. Any questions so far? Okay. What if I told you that this program? I spoke at the Real Estate Learning Index, and I sold this program up to $5,000, $400 to $500 a month. Would that make sense to all of you? Okay. Do you think if you paid $5,000 for this system, you'd use it? Yes or no? Quick question. If you paid $5,000 for this system, would you use it? Yes or no?
Yes.
What if you paid nothing for this system? Would you use it? Yes or no? No. Okay. Now I'll tell you why. Here's what I found out. When companies pay this and they give it to you guys, it sits over here in a pile over here, and you guys will get to it sometime. But we made a different agreement, because here's what we're going to do. We're going to give this program to you for free, okay? You understand what I'm saying? But here's what I want from you. I want a commitment. We're going to charge you not $2,000, not $1,000, not monthly $400. We're going to charge you a one-time fee for the entire year for all your products, all your seminars, all your DRA credit, so you got it, less than 10% of the whole value of the program. We're going to charge you $495 for the whole year. Okay? Now, here's the good news. It's $495 for the year. About $40 a month is what it works out to. $10 a week for all your training, your credits, all of the things that you need to operate for this year. Is that a lot of money? Yes or no? No. $40. Okay? I'm going to ask you to put that up, and then what we're going to do is this. We're going to go ahead and we're going to give it back to you on your very first close of sale, okay? There are 2 contingencies. I'm going to say it one more time. You put up MasterCard, Visa, Discovery, American Express, check, cash, money order, food stamp, whatever you got, okay? And you hand it over here. We put it over here. On your first sale, Matthew, I'll hand you back your $5,000 commission, and you'll get a bonus check of $495 for taking the program. Is that a good deal or not? Yes or no? Is it a good deal? Yes. Okay. Well, let me ask you a question. How much does the program cost you then? Everybody say free. Okay, but it's like when a buyer comes in, they sign an agreement, and you take a 2% or 3% deposit on that. You're not taking their money, you're using it, and when you close it, what happens to that money? It goes back to them, right? Well, I can't get better than this. You know, when Wes told me this, and we sat and talked about it, I said, you got to help them, but you got to help them help themselves, okay? So now what happens is this. I got to read this to you, because I got to pay on demand for everybody in the room, okay? You guys sign up today, any form, I don't care how you do it, and you have two contingencies with this contract you're going to get. Number one, Scott, is you must still be with the company when you close the sale. Okay, is that okay with everybody? Is that fair? Okay.
Say no.
Okay. Anybody say no? Okay, you leaving? Anybody? Okay, so everybody's going to stay here. Okay. Number two, okay, you must do a deal. Okay, a buyer, a seller, and you must do it before, what's a good time? You die. There's no time limit on it. Y'all got to do a deal sometime in your life, yes or no? Yes. Will you then get your dollar back, yes or no? Yes. Can you write it all off because you technically paid it as well too? So you literally make money on the deal, okay? Quick question, is this a good contract for you? Yes or no? And somebody goes, well, I don't have the $495. Well, you know, that's even more reason you need to take the program, isn't it? Okay? So people, we will work with you and help you. We want to give you the product, but we want to give it to you with a commitment. We want to make sure that you get it, but it's a small commitment to make. And I promise you, the checks that you're writing to yourself, you will be able to cash them when we're done with this. How much does it cost you if you don't do it? Let me ask you that question. How much would it cost you not to take the tools, not to take all the information that the company's providing for you? How much would it cost you? Anywhere from $50,000 to $250,000 this year by not having the social media, the marketing, the tools that you've got to have. You're going to pay for it anyway all year long because you're going to have to redo your multimedia. You're going to have to do your DRE license. You're going to have to do all of it. You might as well take it up front and take care of it, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, I can't thank you enough for being part of your team. Tear this off. Put your business card with it, okay? Hand it to Melinda, and I think I got the first 5. I got books for the first 5, and the rest I'll have to download or send to you. But those first 5, I'm going to give the books as well to today and help you with your goals getting started. I will give you your assignments. I'll work with you. I'm here all year, and I have to close with this. You know, I'm going to give it back to Wes, but my great-great-grandmother was a full-blooded Sioux Indian, and she said, Danny, in my tribe, rain dance always work. I said, why, Grandma? She says, because, Danny, we don't stop dancing until it rains, okay? We're not going to stop on you guys. You make a commitment to yourself. We will not give up on you. You guys got to make the commitment to yourself. Thank you, Jerry, Ruth, Wes, all of you. I want to see all of you, and I work with all of you in influence, and all I ask you to do is pay it forward. Help another individual in this office to be great and teach it. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. There you go, Wes. Thank you.
All right, we're here with Jerry Wright, owner of Century 21 Wright here in Temecula, and we're excited to be a part of this company and help him to grow, recruit, train, and maintain. Jerry, what are you excited about with the system, and actually what are you looking forward to in helping the agents with the real estate selling power system?
This new program is really exciting. It gives you absolutely all the tools you need to be really successful. Not mildly successful, but really successful. There's nothing there that isn't there to be used, including the very latest in all the media, social media. It's there.
Right.
I've been doing this. I've been a broker since 1987, and I've been here a long time, had this company for 20 years. This is the best thing I've ever seen. It's so easy for the agents. It's all right there in their hand. All they have to do is use it. Show up. So really excited you came out today, and we're really happy to be working with you next year.
Well, thank you. It's an honor and a pleasure to be with you. I noticed one of the agents is 17th in the country, and she was one of the first people that said, I want to be a part of this and lead. How do you feel about that? And as far as the agents that you have that are here, that are producing, and we know the 80-20 rule, what do you feel this will do for the rest of the company, not just your top producers, but the agents that are looking to maybe better their life right now?
I think for most of them it'll be a real improvement. They'll see the production rise substantially. Just simple tools that you need to be a professional in this business, and that's what we are. We're professionals. You need to learn certain scripts. You need to improve your sales skills. You need to improve your contacts. And just all the basic things, but it puts it together in a system that you can use on a daily basis. It makes it really simple.
We've seen so many different systems out there, and one of the things that we do that I think that really makes it unique is we create it so it's your own in-house online training and also a system that's supported by the entire staff. So by making it your own company and branding it to you, it even gives it more power, and it gives you the ability to recruit as well. So you're bringing people in, letting them know you have a unique selling proposition, not just because you have that brand, the Century 20 brand, but you have things that you do. You go over and above to actually support them and give them the tools they need as well.
Well, that's really important because we have really the best brand in real estate in Century 21.
Absolutely.
And when you put that together with this new system of selling, it gives them everything they need to be successful. There's nothing left there for them to do.
Well, I want to thank you, and I'm excited to be a part of your team.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.